Hello friends, my name is Ankur and welcome back to my channel. Friends, recently we had started our English speaking course, and in that course I had completed 51 lessons of it. And in part 51 we were discussing about how to use prepositions in our English sentences. So friends, today we are going to continue the same topic, that is use of prepositions, and let's start friends. English speaking part 52, use of prepositions. So friends, basically I told you about prepositions, that what is the role of preposition. Friends, preposition is a words or a group of words that is used before a noun or a pronoun to tell or indicate about the distance, time, direction, etc. So friends, here you can see use of prepositions. So friends, basically prepositions are from, by, with, in, of, for, in, into, against, on, over, about. From, by, with, in, of, for, in, into, against, on, over, about. These are prepositions. So now friends, we will discuss about how to use in our English sentences. In, वह अपने काम में तल्लीन था. So in English it will convert he was absorbed, busy in his work. So friends, in this sentence they are trying to say कि वह अपने काम में तल्लीन था, मतलब मग्न था. So friends, it is basically a past tense. And you can see he was absorbed, busy in his work. Since he was busy in his work, so we will use in as a preposition in this sentence, and it is a past tense. शीला एक कान से बहरी है. In English, Sheila is deaf in 1 year. So in this sentence, friends, the person is basically telling the physical disability of a female person. So he is saying शीला एक कान से बहरी है. So in English, it means Sheila is deaf in 1 year. So friends, it is a present tense, and it is telling about the physical disability of a person. So since she is deaf from 1 year, so we will use in. So in is a preposition being used in this sentence. तुम्हें अपने व्यवहार में नम्र होना चाहिए. So in English it means you must be polite in your behavior. So friends, in this sentence the person is giving basically suggestion to another person that he should be very polite to another person. So basically he is saying तुम्हें अपने व्यवहार में नम्र होना चाहिए. So in English it means you must be polite in your behavior. So friends, it is basically a present tense and it is a suggestion giving sentence. So since you have to be polite in your behavior, so we will not use that on your behavior or to your behavior or under your behavior. We will use only in this sentence. So in is a preposition being used in this sentence. वह संगीत में दक्ष है. So in English it means he is well versed in music. So friends, in this sentence the person is basically telling the hobby or perfectional quality of another person. So he is basically saying कि वह संगीत में दक्ष है, मतलब he is well versed in music. So it is basically present tense because since वो म्यूजिक में संगीत में दक्ष है, तो we will use in before music. He is well versed in music. वह संगीत में दक्ष है. So friends, in is basically a preposition being used in this sentence. Now friends, we are going to discuss about of in our English sentences. Of, उसे सफलता का पूरा भरोसा था. So in English it means he was sure of his success. So friends, basically it is a past tense because in this sentence they are basically telling the quality of a person that he was उसे सफलता का पूरा भरोसा था, means he was sure of his success. So it is a past tense, and since he was sure of his success, उसे अपनी सफलता पे भरोसा था, तो we will use of before success, and of is a preposition used in this sentence. वह अपनी कमजोरी को पूरी तरह जानता है. So in English it means he is fully aware of his weakness. So in this sentence also the person is basically telling the quality of another person. So he is telling that the another person knows about his strengths and weakness. So he is basically saying वह अपनी कमजोरी को पूरी तरह जानता है. So in English it means he is fully aware of his weakness. So friends, it is basically a present tense, and here you can see since he is fully aware of his weakness, so we will use of before his. We will not use he is fully aware at his weakness, under his weakness, in his weakness. We will use of his weakness. So of is a preposition being used in this sentence, and it is a present tense. उसे आम बहुत भाते हैं. In English, he is fond of mangoes. So friends, in this sentence the person is basically telling the interest or hobbies of another person. So he is basically saying उसे आम बहुत भाते हैं. So in English it means he is fond of mangoes. So friends, it is basically a present tense, and in this sentence the person is fond of mangoes. He is fond of fruits. So basically we will use of before mangoes because mango is a noun, because it is a name of a particular fruit. So we will use of before mangoes and of is a preposition used in this sentence. उसे देखकर मुझे उसके भाई की याद आती है. So in English it means he reminds me of his brother. So in this sentence the person is basically remembering the old days which he spent with his brother. So he is saying उसे देखकर मुझे उसके भाई की याद आती है. So it is a present tense, friends, and he reminds me of his brother. So in this sentence basically he is getting reminded of his brother. We will not say that he is getting reminded from his brother. So he reminds me of his brother. So of is a preposition being used in the sentence and it is a present tense. यह मेरे लिए बड़े सम्मान की बात है. So in English it means it's a matter of great honor for me. So in this sentence basically the person is giving thanks to another person. He is very much humble to another person. So he is saying यह मेरे लिए बड़े सम्मान की बात है. So in English it means it's a matter of great honor for me. So it is a present tense, friends, and since it is a matter of honor, so we will use of before great and of after matter. And since it is giving regards and thanks to another person, or he is very humble to another person, so it's a matter of great honor for me. So we will use of before matter, and of is a preposition used in this sentence. Now friends, we will discuss about for in our English sentences. For, उसे पैसे का हिसाब देना होगा. So in English it means he will have to account for the money. So basically friends, the person is saying that the another person who has to give उसे पैसे का हिसाब देना ही होगा. So friends, it is basically he is commanding or giving direction to another person. So it is a future tense. So he will have to account for the money. So उसे पैसे का हिसाब देना होगा. So friends, you can see for the money, because पैसे के लिए उसको पूरा हिसाब देना होगा, तो we will use for before the money, and for is a preposition being used in this sentence and it is a future type sentence. मैं हमेशा उसका ख्याल रखता हूँ. So in English it means I always care for him. So friends, in this sentence the person is basically telling that I always take care, I always take my responsibility, care and protection of for another person. So मैं हमेशा उसका ख्याल रखता हूँ. So friends, basically it is a present tense and you can see in English it means I always care for him. So since the person is taking care of another person, so we will not say that I will always care of him. We will always say I always care for him. So for is a preposition being used before him and for is a preposition being used in this sentence and it is a present tense. क्या वह परीक्षा के लिए तैयारी कर रही है? So in English it means is she preparing, studying for the test? So in this sentence present, friends, the person is basically asking about the another person, that whether he is preparing or not preparing for any examination. So basically he is asking क्या वह परीक्षा के लिए तैयारी कर रही है? So in English it means is she preparing, studying for the test? So friends, it is basically a present tense and it is an interrogative sentence. So here you can see friends, since she is preparing for the test, we will not say that she is preparing of the test, under the test, at the test, for the test. टेस्ट के लिए तैयारी कर रही है. So we will use for before the test and for is basically a preposition used in this sentence and it is a present interrogative sentence. उसने अपने दुर्व्यवहार के लिए मुझसे क्षमा मांगी. So in English it means he apologized to me for his misbehavior. So basically in this sentence the person is saying that कि जो दूसरा पर्सन है उसने बुरा व्यवहार किया था, जो दुर्व्यवहार किया था, उसके लिए उसने मुझसे क्षमा मांग ली. So basically it means उसने अपने दुर्व्यवहार के लिए मुझसे क्षमा मांगी. So in English it means he apologized to me for his misbehavior. Basically it is a friend's past tense and here you can see he apologized to me for his misbehavior, क्योंकि जो misbehavior था वो another person ने किया था, तो उसने the person has misbehaved to another person. So we will use for before his and for is a preposition being used in this sentence and friends it is a past tense. उसने अपने दुर्व्यवहार के लिए मुझसे क्षमा मांगी है. So he apologized to me for his misbehavior. For is being used before his and for is a preposition and it is a past tense. So friends, this was the English speaking part 52 in which I explained you how to use prepositions in our English sentences. So I told you about how to use from, by, with, in, of, for, in, into, against, on, over, about. So friends, I wrote down the sentences in Hindi and tried to translate you in English so that it becomes easier for you to understand about prepositions. So friends, I hope you would have got the basic knowledge about prepositions, that how do we use prepositions in our English language when we do conversation in front of another person. So friends, basically knowledge, basics and awareness of preposition is very important if we want to become an affluent and fluent English speaker. Because friends, prepositions plays a very important role in our English language, because preposition is a words or a group of words which we basically use to indicate time, distance, direction, etc. So we normally use preposition in our English sentences when we do conversation in our day-to-day life. So friends, kindly practice these sentences in your spare time, either in front of mirror or either try to talk with your friends, relatives or parents. And friends, when you will practice day by day, you will find that your English language has become fluent, your English will improve, and ultimately you will find that English language is easy to learn and understand and to speak. So friends, kindly keep practicing these sentences in your spare time, and I hope that you will find it much more easier to learn about English. And friends, kindly like, share, subscribe my channel, and do press the bell icon in the subscription box, and I will also share my Instagram and Facebook link in the description box below. So friends, please keep supporting me so that I may bring you more interesting topics about English language, that how do we use them in our English language so that our English language becomes easy, efficient and fluent. So friends, thanks for your valuable and precious time. Have a nice day.